everybody, what's up? My name is Mackenzie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We are husband and wife, and we'd like to welcome you to TerreDice.
And today we're taking a look at River Valley Glassworks, which is published by Allplay.
Yep, so we are each going to be competing Glassworks in the thriving town of River Valley, tumbling rocks down and turning them into glass. So if that sounds like something you want to play, then just keep watching.
Alrighty, so River Valley Glassworks is the latest in the line of anamorphic, adorable animals doing jobs that
In old-timey
Andrew Bosley
land.
has illustrated. And essentially we have an abstract puzzle before us where there is a river full of these acrylic tiles with glass pieces on them. You have a little pan of glass pieces. You're going to take one of your pieces based on its shape and put it in the river. And then you're going to take all of the glass pieces from one of the spaces upstream or downstream of it. Once you do that, you're going to take that acrylic space and you're going to push it back to the beginning of the river, thus kind of flowing everything in this endless river of tumbling glass. And that's essentially it. You're going to put those those glass pieces that you take onto your board. You're going to be scoring rows and columns. And yeah, that's basically the base game.
So I love in general abstract puzzles, so I was really excited to be able to play this. Calico, like anything that's like me playing my own little board, doing my own little thing, I love. So I was really intrigued by this game. What is one of the things that intrigues me the most is its time length. It's a short game than what you think about, we probably think would going into it. It only lasts about less than 30 minutes, I would say. And the rules are easy to pick up on and easy to play. And I think it would be a wonderful game for a family or people that are new to games, but one person's a gamer, getting people to sit down. And it's just very charming with the theme and the thematics. And I found the puzzle just crunchy enough. Now, if you are like, oh, that doesn't sound like it would be like right, I want something a little heavier. So they do have these different modules that you can add on that will bump it up a level to make this more complicated.
I'll tell you our initial reaction. We played the first game and it was over in like 25 minutes and we're like, oh, okay, cool. You know, and it was kind of this, okay, let's play it again. So we played it again.
I still really like the
and we're
the
like,
base
cool,
game.
okay, we could do that back to back. And then we got out this little card pack that came in, and I think this is an add-on, so get the add-on if you want more stuff, because we opened this and it has 6 different modules of which you'll add up to 2 to your game, and we went, whoa, okay, here's where it gets deep. Now you start to care about the shapes, the colors, you start to care about having 2 of the same thing in your columns, you start to care about having like, okay, I want to get as few blues as possible, but if I get no blues, then I don't get points. So you start to, and then you want overflow, which you normally don't want, and all this other stuff, and
you can
add
on assistants that will help you do different
you
player
get these one-time
powers.
things, these player powers, these endgame scoring. Man, it adds a lot of fun stuff. So I think from now on, we'll probably be playing with at least 1 or 2 of those modules when we play.
Yeah, if you're more of a gamer, which if you found this channel, you probably are, or then you should probably pick up those modules. But you might ask, why didn't they just add that into the original? Well, I think it's lovely that they didn't, because I really like the game at its core. Because my sister was over here, doesn't play a lot of games, and she was able to jump in and start playing, and I still had a wonderful time with placing all the tiles. This makes it so this appeals to a wide audience, but then you can put in those cards. Like we also
the base game is very Azul-esque. That's like pretty much it.
I would say Azul level. And so we had another one of our friends over. She's like, oh, I think I could finally get my family to like sit down and play this game with me, which is always what we like to hear. And the art is by Andrew Bosley, and he has become very well known in the board game industry. Specifically, people love to have him draw animals, and he does an absolutely wonderful job in this game as well. All of the animals are super, super cute. My sister did think that the turtle was a giant worm, so it's just,
that was kind of funny.
A long neck turtle.
Yeah.
But the theming is really cute. It's like Hoppington. I don't know how this little town is able to support so many like
Glassworks
businesses, because you can play the game up to 5, and I'm like, wow, like this town, like people like are really buying this glass to make all these businesses thrive.
So speaking of up to 5, you mentioned that you're playing your own little board, but how did you find the like player interaction was? What were the best parts? What were the most frustrating parts?
So this is where I did think the base game is deep in the sense that, so I'm playing on my own board, but people are going to be taking things that I might need from the middle. So when you place those shapes, you place your shape, but then you can only pull from either side of it. And so you have to be watching to see how they're going to be rearranged, because you might have a master plan. Okay, I'm going to pick that, but someone else might pick that one next to you, which causes the whole river to get mixed up. And then also when you run out of stones, you're going to pick them from the bottom. That, when I originally started playing, I just picked them at random. Then the more I played, I saw, oh, so if I'm looking for these colors, I need to try and edge my bets and pick the shapes that are closest to, that are most likely going to line up around those colors.
Yeah, and they're really cute shapes. They have a little heart. They have a little Planter's Peanut Man. That's my favorite shape. They have like little diamonds, they're pretty fun shapes.
Yeah, so we're lucky enough to get to play with the upgraded version of the game, and if you get a chance to play with it, the glass and the clickety clacks and they're just so fun. If you have, this is one of those games, most of the time I say you don't need the upgraded bits, but this one I feel like it really makes it with the upgraded bits.
Yeah.
It was the tactile version was really great.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest criticism we want to talk about. So we've seen the base normal game and we've played the deluxe game. So the deluxe game has this playmat, it has these dual layer boards for tracking all your glass pieces, this dual layer pan. It has all this stuff.
Just the pretty stones.
Yeah, glass stones instead of plastic stones.
Yeah.
So you can feel the difference when you're holding them, but they look the same. I will say I would not play with a flat non-dual layer board with this game because you're lining them up in these columns and you'd bump them and stuff. So I really think this is a game where it's deluxe or go home.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And normally I do not like soft player mats that come with the game, but this one fits in the box, which is always my biggest critique is when for me personally, maybe it's because I live in New York, I never understand getting a mat that goes just to that specific game that does not fit in the box. It's just my personal preference, but this one does, so that's really nice.
It is nice. Yeah.
So I would say overall, I would say the base game is wonderful to play with family or people that are new to games. Adding on those modules is going to make it crunchy for you, and you're going to get a lot of enjoyment and replayability. That's where the replayability is really going to come into play. And the criticism would be the deluxe is super awesome, and I would have a hard time getting the other one if I knew the deluxe. And that's big for me because...
And we never say that. We always get the base version.
I'm always like, why do we need that?
Yeah, it's to me, it's almost like, why did they even make a non-deluxe version?
I think you need different price points and stuff like that for everyone to play the game.
Yeah. But it'd be tough.
Yeah.
It'd be tough with this one.
But I really have enjoyed Allplay Games in the past. If you haven't, I would check out their other lines. I really enjoy Mountain Goats. That's a wonderful one that they do. We also have Ghost of Christmas is it's my favorite Christmas game, which there aren't a lot, and this one is really, really good. So check out that one as well. And thank you so much to Allplay for letting us play at River Valley Glassworks. We were able to pick it up at Gen Con, and I really had a great time. It surprised me. I was surprised.
Yeah.
So that is our thoughts on River Valley Glassworks. So if you want to join the mining town and begin your career, then go ahead and check that out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we put out a new video. And we'll see you next time.
Happy playing!